white and blue sale. Up to 25% off.
Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
This is Desmond. He's always had potential, but not the will to reach it. So people gave up on him, and eventually, he did too. This is Carol. She showed Desmond a way to reach that potential. She believed in Desmond, and eventually, he did too. Sometimes success starts when someone sees a fire in you, and then they hold your feet to it. Virginia College, your success starts here.
Toyota Camry has been the best-selling car in America for over a decade. It's known for being a smart choice and has a 5-star overall safety rating. Plus, Camry's bold new design and high-tech interior keeps you easily connected. Now lease a Camry for only $179 a month, or buy it with 0% APR financing plus $500 Toyota finance cash. With Camry today, smart and reliable is more fun to drive than ever. Just ask a friend who drives one. Toyota, let's go places.
This summer, shop Good Luck Menswear for our hot summer sale. Buy one suit, get two free. Yes, buy one suit, get two free. Choose from Stacey Adams, Steve Harvey, Michael Kors, and more. Buy one suit, get two free at Good Luck Menswear in Colonial Heights.
Developing on CBS 6, a bear spotted near a Chesterfield daycare. Why there could be more and how you could be attracting them to your home.
Plus, who was arrested for that Chesterfield hotel explosion? And we uncover his sketchy past with the law next at 5.
You know what, folks, sometimes all it takes is a little caring and a simple gesture of kindness that really can change somebody's life. And no one proves that more than my next guest right here. Please welcome the founder of Roses from Linda, T.J. Hodges. Hi, TJ. Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you, Steve.
So, what is Roses from Linda?
Well, Roses from Linda is an organization I started in honor of my mother who passed away. She had cancer. She was living in Arizona. I'm the oldest of 7 kids. We're all here in Illinois. When she got sick, we made the trip to see her quite a few times. It went into remission. It came back strong, and the doctor told us we didn't have much time with her. It was hard for us because a lot of us had already spent money to go to see her. None of us have a lot of money. And some of my brothers and sisters weren't able to make that last trip to say goodbye to my mom. And me being the oldest son, I had to tell her that. It broke my heart. And it was devastating to her knowing she's not going to be able to say goodbye and give those last hugs to her sons and daughters.
But you've helped so many people while going through your own struggles.
Yeah, I got pretty sick the last 3 years. I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. I was in and out of the hospital here at Northwestern in Chicago. They removed my entire colon. That's led to other nerve problems. I have pain every day that I go through and that I handle. But helping these families has really helped me get through that.
Wow. Well, TJ, you've done some really, really remarkable things through this gifting of yours from Roses from Linda. But talking about it isn't the only reason that I asked you here today. See, I got a whole bunch of people who want to say thank you for how you've impacted their lives.
How are you? Oh, goodness. Oh, wow, thank you. Hi, how are you? Oh, my goodness. Hi, Jess. Hi. Wow. Oh, it's tricky, Steve.
Yeah. He said, ooh, tricky, Steve. Well, you've affected a lot of people. I don't know if you know, so let's get started. Brenda, you have something to say to TJ?
TJ, I was looking through your Facebook page and I came across a picture of Mom and all of us girls, and it brought back so much emotion for me, how happy we were to be able to spend that time. And because of you, you made that possible. I just want to thank you so very much. Thank you.
No problem, thank you.
Where's Judy?
I'm Brenda's sister, and we have that memory with our mom because of you. Thank you.
It's okay.
Anthony?
Yes, sir.
TJ did something for your family, too.
Our son, John Oliver, Ollie, passed away from cancer in July, and TJ heard his story. And our greatest wish was to spread the word of awareness for neuroblastoma research and to let his legacy live on. And TJ, with the help of others, put together an event that we raised over $5,000 for neuroblastoma research. Thank you, TJ.
Vanessa, Jessica, Christine, you have something to add?
Yeah, I mean, just to hear the stories of all the families and to know that he was able to help them get the treatments when they needed it and to bring the families together, it's just really amazing.
When we lost our sweet Willow, as you know, too much, too soon, the fundraising events that I wanted to do would not have ever been possible without people like you. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of mine and my daughter's heart for everything that you've done to help make that possible.
So, I got a little something for you, TJ. When our friends over at Boxed.com, it's an online warehouse club, heard your story and all that you do, they felt compelled to help you help others and to keep doing all these good deeds. So that's why Boxed is giving you $5,000 in Box credit so you can use their app to buy what you need in bulk. Save big and never pay any membership fees. That's not all. They're also giving you $5,000 just for roses from Linda.
Yes.
So we'll add that to you. I want to say thank you, man.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you.
People like you, man, just really solidify the fact that there are some really great people on this planet. And, you know, we have more like that and more like yourselves and more people. Just keep showing up. Somebody recognizes that. And the cool thing about it, if don't nobody recognize it, for me, as long as God see it, I'm cool with that too.
Yes, sir.
So I want to say thanks to TJ, all of our guests. We'll be right back, folks.
Thank you.
Coming up next, last year Steve sent her to Vegas. Did she hit the jackpot?
For one woman, Vegas was truly a life-changing trip.
Hyundai's summer of savings is heating up, and these deals are sizzling. Elantra, Sonata, Santa Fe, and Genesis. Get our lowest prices on our best selection of new Hyundais. Drive Sonata with 0 APR for 75 months, or get up to $5,000 in total savings. All with America's best warranty. 5 years longer than the competition. Our best prices of the year. Our largest inventory. From award-winning family cars to the safest SUVs. That's Hyundai's summer of savings at your Greater Richmond Hyundai dealer.
What's an American summer? Fireworks, hot dogs, apple pie, and a 4th of July sale at Patrick Buick GMC.
This week at Patrick Buick GMC, we're firing off great deals on your favorite Buicks. Get $4,200 off the 2015 Buick Verano. Get $5,200 off the 2015 Buick Regal. And get over $7,000 off on the 2015 Buick LaCrosse. We have the area's best selection of over 300 Buicks and GMCs available.
And remember, nobody beats a Patrick Buick.
Next on CBS 6, neighbors living here can't even get to the parking lot without hitting a pothole. We uncover the problem getting it fixed.
Plus, a state trooper injured in this horrible crash. You know what caused it and the charges the truck driver faces next at 5.
Closed captioning provided by...
Amazing how being so light on your feet can be so hard on them. Gold Bond Foot Cream. 7 moisturizers, 3 vitamins help heal and soften. Even these feet. Gold Bond.
Second Chances Week is on a roll. Losing out on a date with Steve's favorite bachelor has these ladies wondering why they're still single.
I'm like the last single girl standing at 30. What's wrong with me?
The CLO's giving them a second chance at a perfect match tomorrow.
All right, everybody, we're back with time for just one more thing. last year I had the pleasure of sending every single guest in our audience on a trip to Las Vegas. Check it out. I have a trip for another lucky winner. And that lucky winner is the entire audience. For one woman in that audience, this trip to Las Vegas was truly a life-changing trip. That's because her man laid all his cards on the table. Please welcome Amber and Glenn. So, Amber, you took Glenn to Vegas. What happened?
Well, months prior to Vegas, I had been, joking around with him a whole lot about getting engaged and getting married.
You were joking about it?
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm joking about it.
Well, he kind of brushed it off, so I stopped joking about it altogether. However, when we went to Vegas on our last day, he was bugging me a lot about going on the high roller. It's this huge Ferris wheel in Las Vegas. And so I was like, okay, fine, let's go. It was beautiful. There's lights everywhere. I'm taking pictures. And before I know it, he spins me around. He gets on one knee, and I immediately, I started crying. I'm like freaking out. And that's when he asked me if I would marry him, and I said yes.
Were you surprised?
You have no idea, Steve. Like, I almost lost hope that he was even going to propose at all. And I have no idea. Like, I was just so nervous. I didn't know what to say. And if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here right now at this moment, telling everyone a beautiful moment together.
You know what? I have become what's called the CLO of a company.
Okay.
Most people are the CEO of companies. I'm the CLO of a company. I'm Chief Love Officer.
That's right, Steve. That's right.
And I know that weddings can be pretty expensive, so I thought to kind of help you out, we're just going to give you $1,000 kind of help out towards the wedding. Hope you have a night. I don't know what your wedding plans are, but congratulations to you. I thought it was wonderful. Great job, man. Really good job. Congratulations and thanks to all my guests. Remember, if you want tickets to come and sit in our studio audience, all you got to do is head over to SteveHarveyTV.com for all the info you need. Hey, folks, thanks again. We'll see you next time.
This local woman accused of shoplifting, but who she's with that has her facing even more charges.
And black bears spotted in our area. What's in your backyard that could be attracting them?
Plus, Food Lion and Martin's are merging. We're working for you to find out how it will affect customers.
Working for you. CBS 6 News at 5 starts with a breaking news alert.
That breaking news is out of Richmond tonight. Thanks for joining us at 5 o'clock. I'm Rob Zier.
And I'm Julie Bragg. Richmond police are investigating a shooting along the 1100 block of St. John Street. Now, police say a man there was shot just after 1:30 this afternoon. This is video from the scene. The victim was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. We're going to keep you up to date as we learn more on the air, online, and on our WTVR app.
And breaking news, Chesterfield police have arrested a 53-year-old man in connection with an explosion at a hotel. Police charged this man, James Burns, with felony arson after they tracked him down in Richmond Tuesday. Earlier that morning, fire crews were called to the in-town suites near Chesterfield Town Center for a report of an explosion. Witnesses say they heard a boom, footsteps running down the hallway, and smelled chemicals. Fire officials say the sprinkler system put out the flames. According to the Chesterfield County court system, Burns has several previous arson-related arrests. He's being held at the Chesterfield County Jail without bond.
New at 5, a 21-year-old woman is behind bars tonight accused of shoplifting at a local Walmart with 6 children.
Yeah, CBS 6's senior reporter Wayne Coble tells us how she was caught and the multiple charges she's facing. Wayne.
Why would he lead them down a path that brings them down? I think that's just terrible.
6 children. We're talking kids from ages 9 to 16. All charged with larceny at this Brook Road Walmart.
They're going to have a really hard time distinguishing between what's right and wrong growing up.
And all 6 girls related to Judy Janelle Warren, the 21-year-old police say who was with them inside Walmart.
Just the recklessness that was involved with that. That's probably the thing that's glaring.
Police say they got a call around 1:45 Tuesday concerning multiple females shoplifting. They arrive in the car and the females are gone.
Officers made a traffic stop and there they found all the suspects in one vehicle.
Police charged Warren with 6 counts of child neglect, 6 counts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor, driving on a revoked license, and grand larceny.
Who takes children into a store to steal?
This grandmother of 5 who asked we not show her face, concerned about the future of the 6 children involved.
It's horrible, and I think that these kids need a better chance at life. They need better guidance, better role models.
And the police agree.
Set the example, be the example. And when you are doing things that are criminal, you could be faced with charges because of what you do in front of those juveniles.
Now, even though all 6 children have been charged with larceny, it does not mean they will be convicted. It allows the juvenile court system to decide what will happen, which could be counseling or some type of training. Judy Janelle Warren remains behind bars tonight under no bond. Rob?
All right, Wayne, thank you. A consumer alert tonight. Check your fridge. The company that makes Wishbone ranch salad dressing has issued a voluntary recall. The company says a packaging error resulted in some bottles of the 24-ounce ranch dressing to actually have blue cheese dressing instead. That's a problem, according to the FDA, because the blue cheese dressing contains eggs, and that's not declared on the packaging. Bottles with the best date by of February 17, 2016 are affected. You can find more information on the recall, including the product's UPC code, on the WTVR app.
Let's turn our attention to the weather now, and I was telling Mike I am headed out to the Squirrels game tonight, so I wanted to know if we're going to have any storms popping up like we've had some of these evenings.
No worries whatsoever, Julie. We have a lot of clouds, but we don't have any rain in the picture for tonight. It's been a little bit more comfortable today, still on the hot side, but nothing like the intense heat of yesterday when we hit 100 and the humidity was high. The humidity dropped a notch today. It's amazing at this time of the year what a difference that will make. Outside, a lot of clouds, little blue streaking through the sky, but this is what it's going to look like through the evening if you're going out, maybe meeting Julie at the Diamond tonight. 85 degrees right now. It's 86 in Petersburg, 85 in Fredericksburg. So these temperatures quite a bit lower than what we saw yesterday. Still enough humidity that the heat index is a little bit higher, particularly to the south. It feels like it's in the lower and mid 90s, but really the temperature and humidity, or the temperature and the heat index, basically the same from Metro Richmond points north, indicating the humidity has dropped a bit from yesterday. We have this little band of clouds coming right through the metro now. I think these clouds will break up a little bit later on tonight, so skies will become partly cloudy, but the closest rain we can find is either in the Midwest or across the deep south, other than just a few storms on the Outer Banks. So there's nothing going on for us tonight. Chances for storms will increase later on tomorrow. For your evening, a lot of clouds. We'll call it variably cloudy. Rather warm, but the humidity not too bad. About 76 degrees at 10 o'clock. Overnight, skies become partly cloudy. We'll drop to the upper 60s to around 70 tomorrow morning. Some of that heat's going to build again as we go through the next couple of days, and the chances for storms will increase. I'll be talking about that coming up in just a little while.
All right, Mike, thank you. After multiple viewers say they spotted a black bear in the area, we went working for you to find out what could be attracting them. CBS 6's Jake Burns spoke with wildlife experts to find out. He's live in Richmond. Jake.
Yeah, Rob, shrinking habitats are part of the problem because of construction, but the real answer is the bear's appetite. That's because their next quick meal could be sitting right here in your backyard. Spotting bird feeders and trash cans in the Deer Run neighborhood of Midlothian is easy. Experts say that's likely what attracted a young black bear here Wednesday morning.
Oh my God, a black bear! Oh
That is scary though, because we have little ones. So.
Cindy Ryder and Crystal McDermott will keep those little ones close to home Wednesday. We're told the bear was seen near Deer Run Road, but when crews responded, animal control couldn't find it. Right there. Black bear sightings are on the rise this time of year, according to experts. This is video of one in a Petersburg backyard over the weekend. And this large bear wandered into a beaver dam yard Tuesday.
They're not in the neighborhoods to actually seek out people or pets or children. They're there because we leave easy food out for them.
Jamie Sajecki studies the black bear population for Game and Inland Fisheries. She says bears have a sense of smell that is 7 times greater than bloodhounds. Combine that with the natural mothering process this time of year, and it leads to an increase in sightings statewide.
Well, we have yearling bears that are leaving their mothers for the first time, so they're looking for easy food sources.
Now, keeping bears out is pretty simple, and the key is keeping those food sources away from them. Sajecki says securing trash cans and removing bird from bird seed should be able to keep them away. Also, it's important, if you spot a black bear, do not panic, and you really don't even have to call the authorities. Instead, just let it be, and it should move on. Hopefully Julie wouldn't panic if she sees a black bear out there.
Oh, I would probably just freeze. I would be so shocked. Thank you, Jake. A state trooper is in the hospital tonight after being hit by a tractor trailer on I-95 in Caroline County. And as CBS 6's Jasmine Norwood reports, bad weather started it all.
Well, police confirmed for us that the trooper that was struck on 95 South early Wednesday morning is Trooper A.L. Benner. They say he is in the hospital, but he is expected to recover.
Around 12:18 this morning, Virginia State Police were on scene southbound 95, just north of the Lake Smith rest area.
Police say the driver of this tractor trailer lost control of his truck on wet roads, slamming into a state trooper.
The state trooper that was struck was transported to MCV with serious but non-life-threatening injuries.
CBS 6 went to a rest stop on 95 South later in the day and talked with a trucker who pulled off the highway right before the accident.
Last night there was a really bad storm coming through, and we were out on the interstate doing about 25 miles an hour. Cars kept cutting us off, and I figured it was safer for me to pull in here, spend the night, wait for the storm to pass, and then head on out.
Jeremy Patron says navigating a tractor trailer can be dangerous.
My truck could weigh as much as 80,000 pounds, which if I'm doing 60, 65 miles an hour, 80,000 pounds, it's going to take me a football field to stop.
Especially in a storm.
And if the road's wet, it can be even worse. You know, my trailer can lose traction and spin around on me and take out the whole, you know, interstate.
Similar to what happened early Wednesday morning. Now again, police say this accident was weather related. It was caused by slick roads, and they say the driver of the tractor trailer is charged with reckless driving. Working for you in Caroline County, Jasmine Norwood, CBS 6 News.
Well, it's official. The parent companies of Food Lion and Martin's grocery stores will be merging into one company. But what does that really mean for customers? CBS 6's Shelby Brown is working for you in Richmond with the changes you can expect to see. Shelby?
Before Francois Babalou hits the grocery store and spends his green, one thing is on his mind.
The bottom line, as you so rightly said, is the price. So I go to Martin's because the price are lower.
The recent news of Food Lion grocery stores merging with Martin's has customers wondering what that will mean for shoppers.
I'm kind of curious, you know, how it's going to play out, whether they're going to eventually have to maybe close a Food Lion, you know, or close Martin's. I hope not.
The parent companies of both grocery store chains announced plans on Wednesday, saying it will create a complementary base of more than 6,500 stores with 375,000 associates. Off camera, some of those local Food Lion workers tell CBS 6 News until they got a news alert on their phones about the merger, they had no idea. One Food Lion worker says her store has yet to address employees' concerns. She's anxious to do that. University of Richmond finance professor Tom Arnold says he doesn't expect customers or workers will see drastic changes right away.
I don't imagine that happening right away, but what will affect the employees right away is how will their compensation work? Okay, how will the pay work? How will the seniority work? How will the medical work and everything else? It's a new company and they're going to have new ways of doing things.
And that was Shelby Brown reporting. New information tonight in the case of a 1-year-old child who was killed in a fire at an in-home daycare in Chesterfield County. Candace Burns is in the newsroom to tell us what state investigators are now saying about the woman who ran that daycare. Candace.
Rob, the Virginia Department of Social Services has just wrapped up an investigation which found that Lori Underwood physically neglected and inadequately supervised the boy. Back in March, Underwood was sentenced to 8 months behind bars. The Midlothian woman did not have a license to operate the daycare where young Joseph Allen died in a fire last October. According to state law, there were 2 new children in Underwood's care, and she did not have working smoke detectors. In the wake of this tragedy, Virginia lawmakers passed new laws regarding home daycare facilities. The state also tells us that as a result of their findings, Underwood will not be able to get a daycare license in Virginia. Rob?
All right, thank you, Candace. The trial for Geronimo Aguiar, the former pastor of a Richmond megachurch, is now in the hands of a Texas jury. The group is deliberating if Aguiar will serve a maximum sentence of life in prison for child sexual abuse charges. Aguiar took the stand in his defense, denying that he had sex with 2 underage girls who were 11 and 13 at the time in the mid-1990s. He also faces several indecency charges with a child that carry a maximum sentence of 20 years.
NEWS7, the 4 men accused of stealing more than 24 guns from a local pawn shop say they're innocent. The suspects all pleaded not guilty in federal court this morning. They're all now scheduled to have jury trials in September. Investigators say they were captured on surveillance video breaking into the American Family Pawn Store in Powhatan and stealing 30 weapons in a heist that lasted less than a minute. The ATF has still not recovered all of those guns.
Well, you've heard the saying, laughter is the best medicine.
Yeah, and remembering the laughs we've had over the years has been comforting for us here at CBS 6 after losing our friend Stephanie Rochon. Tonight, comedians Micah Bam Bam White, David C. Wingfield, and Jay Toller are donating their time for 2 shows in honor of Stephanie at 7 and 9 at Buffalo Wild Wings on West Broad. The tickets are $20. The money raised goes to a college fund for Steph's 2 sons. The details are on our website, WTBR.com.
Well, a dangerous combination.
Common chemicals researchers believe can potentially cause cancer when they're combined.
CBS Thursday.
You still believe that the dome is good? The dome is here to destroy us.
Last summer's #1 drama returns.
Everybody stay together.
Chester's smell strikes again.
Mark Helgenberger guest stars on Under the Dome.
Ready when you are.
Season premiere, CBS Thursday.
CBS 6 Traffic, powered by James River Air.
Hyundai's summer of savings is heating up, and these deals are sizzling. Elantra, Sonata, Santa Fe, and Genesis. Get our lowest prices on our best selection of new Hyundais. Drive 2016 Elantras with 0 APR for 60 months, or get up to $2,500 in total savings. All with America's best warranty. 5 years longer than the competition. Our best prices of the year. Our largest inventory. From award-winning family cars to the safest SUVs. That's Hyundai's summer of savings at your Greater Richmond Hyundai dealer.
Introducing HBO Now, the new standalone streaming service that brings you all of HBO, and all you need is the internet. Get instant access to every episode of every season of the best of HBO's award-winning original series. With HBO Now, you get access to hundreds of exclusive movies every month, and so much more. Plus, watch big premieres as they air on TV. HBO Now. Now available on your favorite Apple devices. Download the app to start your free 1-month trial today.
We are more than halfway through the Sheehy 6000, Sheehy's biggest automotive sales event of the year. We are out to sell 6,000 vehicles in 50 days. Sheehy makes it easy. Choose from 2,000 Nissans with up to $15,000 off. Or get 0% financing for up to 72 months. And during the Sheehy 6000, help us raise $100,000 for the American Heart Association. Race into Sheehy Nissan.
It's easy at Sheehy. Sheehy.com.
When we created the Silverado Rally Edition, we figured, why stop there? These 4 new Silverado Special Editions are just the beginning. From this year's fastest growing full-size truck brand, Chevy Silverado. Or choose this Silverado All-Star with a total value of $8,000 when you finance through select lenders. And find your bonus tag and get an additional $1,000 to $2,000 cash allowance on select vehicles in stock.
CBS 6 News Ticker, sponsored by Michael & Son Services.
About 100 people stood outside the South Carolina State House to pay their respects to the late Senator and Pastor Clementa Pinckney. Pinckney, who was also a pastor at the African Methodist Episcopal Church, was one of 9 people killed in a mass attack at the church a week ago. The funeral was set for Friday at College of Charleston's arena. President Barack Obama and Vice President Joe Biden will attend the funeral. Obama will give the eulogy.
Police believe the 2 convicted killers on the run may have gotten a shotgun from one of the cabins in rural New York, where it's believed at least one of them was recently spotted. We told you earlier this week, DNA from the 2 escaped inmates, Richard Mack and David Sweat, was found in that cabin, along with some boots. The 2 men escaped from prison on June 6th. Right. Prison employee Joyce Mitchell, who's accused of helping them break out, remains behind bars. Investigators say she smuggled hacksaws and tools through a shipment of frozen hamburger meat. Boston Marathon bomber Johar Tsarnaev was formally sentenced to death today. Tsarnaev addressed the court during the proceedings. He acknowledged Ramadan and asked Allah to help the victims and their families. He also asked Allah to have mercy on him and his family. Back in May, jurors recommended the death penalty for Tsarnaev. The bombings in 2013 killed 3 people and injured more than 260 people, including 17 who are now amputees. A police officer was also killed during the manhunt for Tsarnaev.
Is there a link between common chemicals found in our air, food, and water and cancer? A first-of-its-kind study was released in the journal Carcinogenesis. Researchers Masad Manjili with VCU Massey Cancer Center was part of a global study involving 28 countries and more than 80 chemicals. 50 of those chemicals, such as pesticides, herbicides, and BPA, found in plastics were not cancer-causing agents by themselves, but if they're combined, they could be lethal inside the human body and potentially cause cancer.
We are not able to eliminate cancer completely until we advance our knowledge of the impact of the mixture of those low-dose chemicals on human health.
Dr. Manjili says the study suggests Congress look into changing current regulations. The BPA chemical used for manufacturing plastics is already banned in Europe.
Now from CBS 6, the Weather Authority, meteorologist Mike Goldberg.
Today was a more comfortable day across Central Virginia as the humidity levels dropped a little bit. So did the temperature from 100 yesterday to the upper 80s to around 90 today. Right now, a lot of cloud cover looking from the Dominion Building west, but we don't see any rain chances tonight. It's going to be a little cloudy for the evening. 85 degrees right now. The dew point has dropped into the lower 60s. It was in the upper 60s and lower 70s yesterday, so it definitely feels more comfortable out there today. The wind is out of the north at 10 miles an hour. That'll begin to shift more to the east this evening and die down quite a bit overnight as we'll just see a light wind. Temperatures will dip back down into the 60s in most locales, near 70 right along the immediate coast. And tomorrow, probably a little hotter than today, jumping back to 90 or a little bit higher than that, staying in the upper 80s to the north. And we will see a rain chance increase later in the day. So storm chances starting to ramp up again over the next 7 days. Look at the change, though. The normal high is in the upper 80s. We've been way above that. And tomorrow and Friday, still around 90 degrees. But over the weekend, temperatures come down quite a bit with some good rain chances on Saturday. We'll gradually rebound early next week right into the upper 80s, but nothing unusually hot for the end of June. Here are the rain chances. Tomorrow, late in the day or in the evening, I think we'll see a few scattered storms. We'll have a repeat performance on Friday. Saturday looks like a very wet start to the weekend. Numerous showers and thunderstorms then. Most of the rain will be gone from most of central Virginia Sunday morning. Still may be a residual shower, particularly off to the east along the coast. Should be quiet into early next week, and then storm chances will start to increase by the middle of the week. So we have plenty of rain chances in the upcoming forecast. A little cooler weather as well. Tonight will be variably cloudy, so we kind of be in and out of the clouds, but I don't expect any rain. Now, late tomorrow, a couple of these storms start to pop up. Not everybody is going to get wet tomorrow, but a few of these storms may drop some briefly heavy rain. I'm not anticipating any severe weather at this point, but this time of the year, you just never know. Might have a pretty juicy storm get going and produce some damaging winds. Heading into Friday morning, pretty quiet weather. Late in the day, again, a few scattered storms popping up. We'll jump ahead to the weekend, show you the setup on Saturday. This is why I think things are going to be pretty wet. An area of low pressure tracking just to our north will bring quite a bit of wet weather Saturday, but notice as it pulls away on Sunday, somewhat drier air comes in for the second half of the weekend and into early next week. So here's how the forecast goes. Variably cloudy tonight. It's going to be warm but not exceptionally humid for this time of the year, dropping through the 70s into the upper 60s by early morning. A little bit of a breeze out of the north this evening will die down, so overnight the wind should be light. Tomorrow we'll see a blend of sunshine and clouds. Later in the day, here's the chance for a shower thunderstorm popping up beginning mid-afternoon, and in particular by early evening. Light breeze out of the southeast and south, 5 to 10 miles an hour, and temperatures very close to 90 degrees. We'll do that again on Friday. Any rain tomorrow is late. Friday is probably later in the day as well. Saturday could be a very wet day, but Sunday promises to be, for the most part, dry into early next week, and then starting to warm up and get a bit more humid by Tuesday and Wednesday.
All those numbers look so good compared to yesterday.
That's right.
All those numbers look great, Mike. Thank you.
If you're married, you probably know a lot about your spouse.
Yeah, you should anyway. But a new survey finds that nearly half of the couples married don't even know one of the most basic things about their spouse's finances, what it is, and one reason why.
The CBS 6 Sky Tracker, sponsored by Baugh Auto Body.
Joppa Max 6 is sponsored by the law firm of Allen & Allen. The injury attorneys of Allen & Allen are here to fight for compensation for your injuries. Visit allenandallen.com.
Right now, Rooms to Go is turning up the heat with over 100 really hot buys. It's an amazing selection of great looks, great styles. Living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, furniture for every room in your home, all at sizzling Rooms to Go low prices. Plus, get great financing with super low interest-free monthly payments. It is an irresistible combination. 100 hot buys at amazing low prices and really low interest-free monthly payments. Right now at Rooms to Go.
If you've been turned down by other car dealers, it's good to know that over 1 million people have gotten the green light at JD Byrider. We inspect and computer test each car, backed by our good-to-go warranty. You could get the green light. Apply today at gojdb.com.
JD Byrider.
It's the way to
Go. CBS 6 Traffic, powered by James River Air.
At the Original Mattress Factory, you experience more than just a mattress store. You experience a unique combination of a manufacturer and retailer. This factory direct concept is what makes the Original Mattress Factory truly different and enables us to not only build you a better bed, but a better shopping experience as well. So stop by an Original Mattress near you and experience more than just a mattress store. Experience an original, the Original Mattress Factory.
This is Lydia's new Honda Civic EXL. Today it will take her far, with better fuel economy than a Toyota Corolla. Over 5 years, she could save $1,500 on average compared to a Nissan Sentra SL. But for now, there's a track she just can't miss, especially on that display. And with Honda Lane Watch, it's hard to miss her blind spot too. No wonder the Civic is the best-selling car in its class. Start something special now with the Civic.
Buy smart at iMart Express.
I love being able to buy and wear my glasses the same day. Why would anybody wait 2 weeks?
2 pairs start at $38.71 and 2 pairs with progressive lenses just $76.92.
I got 2 pair with progressive lenses and they were ready before I could finish my lunch.
They have lots of choices at great prices. And oh, my glasses are ready.
Buy smart at iMart Express.
Well, new at 5, a new survey by Fidelity finds nearly half of all married couples don't know how much money their spouse earns.
Really?
Do you
Well,
know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of the 1,000 married couples surveyed, Fidelity found both men and women were wrong 43% of the time. And of those who got it wrong, nearly 10% were off by more than $25,000.
What?
Fidelity says, I know, there's what's all over the studio. Fidelity says a possible reason why spouses are in the dark about the other's finances is the rise in the number of people who consider themselves independent workers or self-employed. Those workers may be paid based on a project rather than actually having a set in stone annual salary. That makes a little bit more sense, I guess.
I don't know. Because when it comes time to pay some bills, you're supposed to know.
You're not buying it, huh?
I'm not buying it. Raymond, you buying that?
And you're the only one married right now, so you can really speak to that.
Me, yeah, I guess. But then again, my hubby and I are two people that have a set salary, so I guess if things fluctuate a little more.
I'm in the dark about my salary here at work.
You just open the envelope every 2 weeks.
Right. I know, like a surprise.
Any surprise with the traffic today?
Just a little bit of stop and go traffic. Well, it's not really a surprise because we have that typically every day in the afternoon, but we pick up a little stop and go right along Interstate 95. As you make your way on the northbound side and picking up a little bit of a slight delay as you cross the Shockley Valley Bridge going on the westbound side, and it looks like there's some heavy congestion in that area. But as we pull back here to the maps, we are working one accident downtown. This is right at Ash Street and Dock Street, and out in Henrico you're going to run into a lot of stop and go traffic right near Patterson and Perrin Road because they have one accident working there as well, and you can see a lot of that red there. But for now, let's look at traffic. Let's send it back over to the desk.
The news director said she wanted to see you.
All right. Well, surviving a car crash, you probably know a seatbelt could mean the difference between life and death in an accident, but we'll tell you how few of us use them, especially when it comes to riding in the back seat.
CBS 6 Closed Captioning is sponsored by Hadid Mercer Rug Cleaning. Visit HadidMercerRugCleaning.com.
We love our pets, but the dog days of summer bring pet stains, dirt, grime, allergens. They get deep into your rugs and carpets.
I'm Joe Hadid, and we want to make your home a cleaner and healthier place to live.
And for a limited time, Joe is offering 20% off any implant rug cleaning.
Our reputation is so important to us. We want to work hard to earn your business, and more important, earn your trust.
Learn more about all the cleaning services Hadid Mercer provides. Go to HadidMercerRugCleaning.com.
Second Chances Week is on a roll. Losing out on a date with Steve's favorite bachelor has these ladies wondering why they're still single.
What's wrong with me?
The CLO's giving them a second chance at a perfect match.
Tomorrow at 4 on CBS 6.
Hyundai's summer of savings is heating up, and these deals are sizzling. Elantra, Sonata, Santa Fe, and Genesis. Get our lowest prices on our best selection of new Hyundais. Drive Sonata with 0 APR for 75 months, or get up to $5,000 in total savings. All with America's best warranty. 5 years longer than the competition. Our best prices of the year. Our largest inventory. From award-winning family cars to the safest SUVs. That's Hyundai's summer of savings at your Greater Richmond Hyundai dealer.
Virginia 529 proudly presents Battle of the Brains Summer Sessions, Saturdays at 10 on CBS 6. Learn how to save in advance for college, reduce your taxes, and tame the tuition monster, all at Virginia529.com.
Some people go to Greece and bring back a statue. Me, I went to Greece and brought back a pizza.
The Greek pizza is back. A large for $12. And try our new garlic knots or our new cinnamon knots for just $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza. PapaJohns.com.
I chose Medi Weight Loss because of the people. They are there for your success. They really keep you on task with what's important about losing weight and your health. It's almost like losing weight is just a side effect that you get. I just feel refreshed and young, just like I felt when I was 30. 50's the new 30. I'm now involved in life again instead of, worried about how I look, or my weight just isn't even a factor.
Days like this are getting harder to find. We're long on life, but short on time. When I get a chance to kick back and unwind, I live for Myrtle Beach days. Myrtle Beach days got blue in the sky, not a care in the air, ocean breeze blowing by, just sitting on the sand,
When severe weather hit, CBS 6, the Weather Authority, kept you ahead of the storm, pinpointing, tracking, a first-hand look at the storms from the ground with the only trained storm spotters, CBS 6, the Weather Authority.
Welcome back. New data from the U.S. Department of Transportation suggests states need to have stricter seatbelt laws.
It found more than 1 in 5 backseat passengers are not buckling up. And in 2013, more than half of backseat passengers were killed in crashes were not wearing seatbelts. Right now, only 28 states, excluding Virginia, require adults riding in the backseat to do so. The Department of Transportation says if laws were stricter, the number of deaths in crashes could drop by 17%. Right now at 5:30, road paving issues in Richmond, why neighbors say they've been frustrated for months.
Turtle release in Virginia. How many of these guys were put back in the ocean today?
Working for you. CBS 6 News at 5:30 starts now.
We are getting some relief from the extreme heat that has hit Central Virginia. Thanks for joining us at 5:30. I'm Rob Desir.
And I'm Julie Bragg. That's good news. Thanks for joining us, of course. Let's turn to meteorologist Mike Goldberg for a look at the forecast. And no real chance of storms tonight. I'm guessing that the lack of heat might play a role in that. Nothing popping out, right?
We're pretty much in the clear. The wind turned to the north behind this front that brought the storms yesterday, Julie and Rob. And things are pretty quiet today. Humidity levels a little bit lower, so it was much more comfortable. Humidity's going to be on the rise again. You know, it is the end of June, so it has to happen eventually here. Shot from Millionaire shows a lot of clouds, a little blue streak here and there. Skies will be variably cloudy as we go through the evening, and it's going to stay warm, but not exceptionally hot. We were talking about temperatures in the upper 90s at this time yesterday. We're in the mid-80s right now, 85 degrees. It's even 79 out on the water in Kilmarnock. It has hit 90 in Williamsburg. Many locations to the south have felt like it's above 90 today when you factor in the humidity, but all in all, still better than yesterday. The real heat is down south. Raleigh is 93. Go out to Little Rock, Arkansas, it's 96, but notice how refreshing it is to the north. Across the Great Lakes, temperatures are in the 70s this evening. Little streak of clouds coming over us. All the storms are out west for the time being, so for now, we are in the clear. Just a little bit of cloud cover going by this evening. We'll call it variably cloudy. Staying warm, not so humid though, about 76 degrees at 10 o'clock, and overnight skies will actually become partly cloudy. We'll drop to around 70 on average. Many locations will be in the mid and upper 60s early tomorrow morning. But we are talking about some more storm chances down the road here for the end of the week, and we'll have all that information for you in a few moments.
All right, Mike, thank you. A crime alert out of Richmond where police are searching for the gunman who shot a woman multiple times in an East End apartment. It happened in the 3500 block of East Richmond Road just after 1 in the morning. The woman was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. If you have any information that can help police, call Crime Stoppers at 780-1000.
The fate of a proposed motocross facility in Hanover County could be decided tonight at the County Board of Supervisors meeting. Here's a look at the site plans. Many Doswell residents oppose the plan because of concerns over noise and traffic, but dozens of families, some from Hanover and Spotsylvania counties, voted in favor of the proposal last month. It's been estimated that 60% of the clientele would be from out of state. The meeting tonight starts at 6.
Neighbors along the street in North Richmond say they're dealing with major paving issues and a lot of potholes. They thought the property was owned by the city, but we found out that's not the case. CBS 6's Sandra Jones has been working for you to find out who is responsible.
Living in Dill Acres in North Richmond, sometimes I think most of us, when we drive, we have to go around it, is now a source of frustration for Thelma Jackson.
I am ashamed for my friend and my family to come and see where I'm living.
That's because Jackson and her neighbors can barely drive down their street before hitting one of these.
You have to drive slowly because you're driving into potholes.
Potholes that are 3 feet wide and 2 inches deep have turned this street into an obstacle course. Thelma Jackson says she's been complaining to the city's Department of Public Works and her council member about the problem for months. And the group even started a petition to improve their neighborhood. But they say the problem has not gotten any better.
We paying the same tax. Why?
Yeah.
We not trash to people.
Yeah.
We good people.
Yeah.
We don't live like this.
We found out that these condos and the street is privately owned, and it's not city property. City Councilwoman Ellen Robertson tells CBS 6 she's working with the city assessor's office and the city attorney's office to reinvest in this property and repave the street with city dollars. But that can't come soon enough for these residents.
I want them to come out and do what's necessary, do what's right, do the right thing. Because if it was your neighborhood, what would you do?
Nothing. Because she got it all straight in her neighborhood.
A traffic crash ends with a wanted felon being shot and killed by a Virginia deputy. It happened this morning in York County. Investigators say 2 deputies had stopped to investigate a car that had spun out. The York Sheriff says that 3 or 4 times the deputies asked Damian Harrell his name and what he was doing at the scene. But officers say he gave them 2 fake names, avoiding eye contact. The deputy asked Harrell if he could pat him down, but they say he refused, shaking his head and looking away. A short time later, the sheriff says he reached into his waistband of his pants and pulled out a gun.
This was an armed and dangerous convicted felon who had what could have been a casual encounter with law enforcement officers, and you saw that unprovoked, he produced a firearm and attempted to kill a deputy sheriff.
One of the deputies then shot and killed Harrell. Both are now on paid administrative leave as the incident is being investigated. The sheriff says Harrell was driving that vehicle that had spun out. Another passenger, after hearing the shots, ran over. After not complying, that man was tased by a deputy and taken to the hospital. He's expected to be released.
Right now, a local teenager is recovering after she was attacked while working as a costume character at King's Dominion. 2 weeks ago, Gabriella Cariosha was performing as Charlie Brown when 3 teenagers came up to her and hit her in the head. She had to go to the hospital, and after getting a CAT scan, she found out she had a grade 2 concussion. She's still recovering. Now her family worries the theme park isn't doing enough to protect other workers.
They said they're going to try and train the cohorts better. But how do you know what somebody's thinking? It's not the first person getting a concussion, so I think they need to do something before somebody really does get hurt.
Wow. King's Dominion released a statement in which it says it has a robust safety program in place to protect characters and that they're escorted by a trained member of the entertainment staff, and the security team is always within close proximity. Gabriella Cariosha's mother says the park is covering her medical costs and is paying half of her weekly salary until she's cleared to go back to work.
We have some sad news from the world of gospel music. Maggie Ingram, a Richmond music legend, has died. Maggie Ingram and the Ingramettes performed several times right here in the CBS 6 studios on our show Virginia This Morning. Ingram moved to Richmond in 1961 and worked in the offices of the civil rights lawyer Oliver Hill Sr. She was also known for her prison ministry here in Virginia, even opening her own home as a halfway house for released female inmates.
What I'd like for people to, and they won't have any problem remembering, it was a life of service, and that you be a blessing to other people. That's what she taught us to do. That's what she wants us to continue to do.
Maggie Ingram would have been 85 years old on July the 4th. Her funeral is set for next Thursday at 11 a.m. at St. Paul's Baptist Church at the Creighton Road campus.
The White House will allow the government to negotiate with terror groups holding American hostages. However, the U.S. government will stick to its no concessions policy. President Obama announced the change today in Washington. He also says families of hostages will not be threatened with prosecution if they pay ransoms to terror groups. The president says he will establish an interagency task force aimed at spearheading hostage-freeing efforts.
Police have arrested a man in connection with Tuesday's suspicious explosion at a Chesterfield hotel. Candace Burns is here now with the details and the rest of today's big stories. Candace.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. 53-year-old James Burns is facing felony arson charges for the fire at the in-town suites along Green Spring Road. Police and firefighters responded to the reported explosion on the 3rd floor of the hotel around 4:30 yesterday morning. Burns was staying in that hotel room when the incident took place, but he was not on scene when investigators arrived. A 9-year-old girl is among 6 children and 1 adult charged with shoplifting from the Walmart on Brook Road in Henrico. 21-year-old Judy Warren was arrested Tuesday, and Warren was charged with multiple counts of child neglect, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, along with single counts of grand larceny and driving with a suspended license. Food Lion and Martin's grocery store chains are officially announcing a merger. Now, neither has announced whether they'll continue under the Martin's or the Food Lion name. Martin's, which took over Ucrop's grocery stores, is the market leader in sales in the Richmond area. That's according to a recent poll by Food Magazine. That same poll ranked Food Lion as number 3. And that's a look at some of today's big stories.
Healthcare administration cannot be underestimated. If you love the idea of leading a healthcare organization, then right now may be the time to pursue a bachelor's degree in healthcare management from South University, where you can learn business analysis and decision-making skills. Learn more about our healthcare management degrees. Call or visit us online right now.
Right now.
Right now. Right now.
Right now.
This 4th of July, Nissan's giving you 1,000 more reasons to celebrate. Choose versatility, innovation, excitement, and get holiday bonus cash. During Nissan's Free to Choose event, get up to 1,000 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers. Hurry! Holiday bonus cash ends July 6th. Shop at your local Nissan store and choosenissan.com. Nissan, innovation that excites.
Watch Fix It and Finish It, the home makeover show starring Antonio Sabato Jr., weekdays at 12:30 on NBC 12.
Well, that was unexpected.
Didn't see that coming.
But you always know exactly what to expect when you have Amica Auto Insurance.
Personal attention and great service every time you call.
When you call for a quote, we'll take the time to understand what you need and help you understand your options.
It's not auto insurance for everyone. It's auto insurance for you.
Call for a free quote now. You can save up to 15% when you combine auto and home insurance with Amica.
And if you call Amica for a claim, we'll get there fast and we'll help you every step of the way with claim service that's earned national attention.
That's another reason why so many Amica customers stay with Amica for so many years.
And that's why you should call this number right now.
Remember, the unexpected can always happen. So call Amica and expect great service every time.
We are more than halfway through the Sheehy 6000, Sheehy's biggest automotive sales event of the year. We are out to sell 6,000 vehicles in 50 days. Sheehy makes it easy. Choose from 2,000 Nissans with up to $15,000 off. Or get 0% financing for up to 72 months. And during the Sheehy 6000, help us raise $100,000 for the American Heart Association. Race into Sheehy Nissan.
It's easy at Sheehy. Sheehy.com.
In Call 12 tonight are staff members from the Workers' Compensation Commission. If you've been injured on the job and would like to go through mediation rather than the entire judicial process, give them a call now for information. 345-1212 is the number. Lines are open until 6:30 tonight.
A warning before I continue, you may find the video on this next story disturbing. A Texas woman goes blind after catching a flesh-eating bacteria in her eye. Brittany Williams finished her first mud run 2 weeks ago in Dallas. Shortly afterwards, her eye started to hurt. The next morning, she couldn't see out of her left eye. Turns out debris cut her eye, allowing flesh-eating bacteria to destroy the cornea.
I opened my eye, it was just like white. Like the whole room was white.
Wow. There's a chance Williams will eventually regain vision with surgery. But compounding her problem, she declined health insurance from her employer. So now she's trying to figure out how to pay for all the medical bills.
Well, it's enough to make quite a few neighbors blush. Descriptions of sex acts blaring out from a police helicopter in Canada. Turns out several police officers accidentally turned on the chopper's public address system as they flew over a neighborhood. The officers did not know people below could actually hear their workplace chatter. Witnesses say it ranged from swearing to talking about money and sex.
So the first thing I made out was a word that I can't say on television. And then he said $600 a week. So effing $600 a week. I don't know the context.
I was shocked, angry, speechless.
That's what they've been
Apparently,
doing
the
all
officers
the
were
time
not
while
able
she
to
was
hear the
surviving.
public address system while they were in the chopper. The police department later apologized.
We're on your side now with the salad dressing recall that we first broke on NBC12.com. Thousands of Wishbone Ranch salad dressing is being recalled because it may contain blue cheese dressing, and it could be dangerous if you're allergic to eggs. The bottles affected have an expiration date of February 17, 2016. Just return it to the store where you bought it. You'll get a full refund. And a Virginia man winning $500,000 after an anesthesiologist hurt his feelings. A Fairfax County jury ordered Tiffany Ingham and her practice to pay the patient. The patient says that he turned on his cell phone audio recorder before his colonoscopy back in 2013. He says he was shocked when he listened to the recording. He heard the doctor mocking a rash on his penis. The staff also made fun of him for going to the University of Mary in Washington and wondered if he was gay. One juror says there was not much defense since everything was caught on tape.
Well, you've heard of pop-up retail stores and even pop-up books, but have you ever heard of a pop-up rabbi? In this week's Focus on Faith, we talked to a rabbi who is popping up all over the community, spreading wisdom, good conversation, and a simple message of love. You can find pretty much everything here at Elwood Thompson's in Carytown. But these days, among the fruits, vegetables, and even the rice, you'll find a rabbi.
I'm open for business.
And as the sign shows, you can ask him anything. You can say the store is Rabbi Michael Knopf's temporary office, much different from the one he usually sits in at Temple Bethel. He also has a bit of a different title here, Pop-Up Rabbi.
Sometimes people just want to talk.
And in the midst of their grocery shopping, they freely step into his office to talk to him about all kinds of things, asking questions like,
and what's the Jewish take about what's going on in the world, or what does Judaism say about this, that, or the other thing, or here's what's going on in my life, could you help me with it?
For 2 hours once a week, the rabbi sets up shop in different locations to talk to people, answer questions, and listen to what's going on in their lives and throughout the community. He believes he cannot be effective at his job if he just sits and waits for people to come to him.
I can't preach from the pulpit if I don't really know what people are wrestling with and what people are struggling with, what their questions are. But if I really hear what's going on in people's lives and what people are curious about and what people really want to know about, then when I preach from the pulpit on Saturday morning, I can really speak to people's hearts. People are really hungry for wisdom. People are really hungry for spirituality. And if you offer it to them in a way that meets them where they are, then they get a lot out of it. They're uplifted by it. They're enriched by it.
Rabbi Knopf says his table, as well as his office at Temple Bethel, is open to people of all faiths. He's scheduled to pop up tomorrow, actually, at Panera Bread in Short Pump from 11 to 1 p.m. Now, to see more of his pop-up schedule, just download the NBC 12 News app. Click on the box at the upper left-hand of your screen and scroll down to the Focus on Faith tab.
A special tribute for a civil rights icon in Richmond this week. Governor McAuliffe unveiled a portrait of Oliver Hill in the Executive Mansion. Hill, of course, was a famous lawyer, best known for his involvement in Brown versus the Board of Education case, where the Supreme Court ruled that school segregation was illegal. Hill's son was in attendance and shared why this portrait is so important.
Got it going on.
It's a symbol of reconciliation here in Virginia that hopefully will lead to larger discussions that can bring some healing to the country.
At the ceremony, the governor also revealed that the first African-American painting ever displayed in the governor's mansion was installed just 7 months ago.
Accurate, reliable, trusted. Central Virginia's weather specialists. This is NBC 12 First Warning Weather.
And good afternoon. Our NBC 12 Skycam nice and quiet over the area today. We've had kind of that blend of clouds and sunshine through the day. The big story in our weather, the cooler temperatures. In fact, it was a lot cooler today than it was yesterday. 88 degrees today after the triple-digit temperatures we had yesterday afternoon. 72 was our morning low, and we have, again, quiet conditions across all of Virginia. Just some passing clouds for us. Showers and thunderstorms actually down to the south of the Carolinas and Georgia. That's where the cold front is that has delivered that cooler and drier air into central Virginia today. You see those northerly breezes following behind the front. Now this front, it's going to turn around and come back at us as a warm front during the day tomorrow. And once the front is in the area, that will be the focus for the scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon and evening. The Storm Prediction Center already has many areas under a slight risk for severe weather, even an enhanced risk here across the Ohio River Valley, so an even greater threat of severe weather in areas to our west. But we're under a slight risk tomorrow afternoon and evening. The main threats would be damaging winds, hail, and we can't even rule out the possibility of some tornadoes with that front in the area, enough shear or twisting of the winds in the atmosphere. There could be just a few isolated tornadoes. Hopefully not, but there is a slight chance of that. Partly cloudy skies for tonight. Dry conditions expected, though. Nice and tranquil for us tonight as temperatures drop to 69 degrees. The hour-by-hour forecast does indicate we start out mainly clear to partly cloudy, perhaps some increase in cloudiness by tomorrow morning. And although we think there may be just a few stray showers around during the morning, especially late morning or midday, a better chance for some of those pop-up storms later tomorrow afternoon. And if some energy comes in from the northwest, tomorrow evening seems to be the time frame where we'll have a better chance for some of these stronger thunderstorms, and those will continue to push south later on in the evening. So 70 degrees at 7 a.m., 85 at noontime, a small chance of a shower late morning towards midday, but our chance for these scattered showers and storms goes up later tomorrow afternoon into the evening with our high temperature right around 90 degrees. And really, we are going to be looking at fairly high chances for showers and thunderstorms, mainly afternoon and evening variety into Friday as well. Saturday, a good bet for showers or storms at just about any time during the day, but we now think Sunday is going to be dry, so a good finish to the weekend, and then perhaps some more rain by next Tuesday. Your temperature trend, nothing outrageous in terms of the temperatures. Will be near 90 the next couple of days. Cooler weather on Saturday with some rain. Stays cooler Sunday, Monday, warming up a bit by Tuesday. Carla and Kurt.
All right, thanks, Ross. Who could forget this video? A paramedic dumping a patient on the hospital floor. But after the break, why the paramedic's punishment has the patient saying he's a victim all over again.
Today's weather is sponsored by The Dump.
It's Wednesday. Sorry, we're closed.
We are more than halfway through the Sheehy 6000. Sheehy's biggest automotive sales event of the year. We are out to sell 6,000 vehicles in 50 days. Sheehy makes it easy. Choose from 2,000 Fords with up to $10,000 off. Or get 0% financing for up to 60 months. And during the Sheehy 6000, help us raise $100,000 for the American Heart Association. Race into Sheehy Ford.
It's easy at Sheehy. Sheehy.com.
What happens in your home when everyone is online at once? Does the internet ever slow down?
All the time. I'll be trying to play online and we'll have someone else streaming in the other room.
Well, Xfinity has the fastest and most reliable in-home Wi-Fi. Look how fast this show downloads. Wow.
This is fast.
And who else was on this network? You can see all the stuff they were downloading. Wow, that's really cool.
Xfinity is perfect for people with a house full of devices. Switch to Xfinity from Comcast for $79.99 a month for 12 months. Plus, get more speed than Fios. Only at Xfinity.com.
Imagine you didn't have a car payment this summer. Would you take a vacation or go on a shopping spree? Well, at the Kia Summers on Us sales event, we'll make your first 3 monthly payments, plus give you 0% APR for up to 66 months on the sporty Optima and high-tech Forte, so you can have your best summer ever. Your first 3 monthly payments on us, plus 0% APR for up to 66 months. Hurry in today to your Kia retailer for the Summers on Us sales event.
NBC 12 News at 11, Richmond's #1 late news on your side.
Here's something to think about. The average person will sleep 26 years in their lifetime. Research shows that if you sleep better, you will live better and longer. But finding the right mattress to sleep on can be exhausting. At Mattress Warehouse, you simply lay back, relax, and let science find your perfect bed.
Welcome back. Here's your bed match.
Thank you. Bed match, only at Mattress Warehouse, where sleep happens.
The new Jetta and the new Jetta TDI Clean Diesel from Volkswagen. They're both fun to drive. Fuel efficient and affordable. Yeah, the new Jetta has a low starting price and Bluetooth now comes standard. Wow. Amazing. And the Jetta TDI has a new engine and gets up to 667 highway miles on a single tank. You trying to one-up me? Hey, I'm just stating the facts.
Hurry in and you can get 0% APR for 60 months on select 2015 Jetta models, or at least the 2015 Jetta S for $139 a month.
Vacation time is here. R&R Tire Express wants to keep your family safe on the road with a new set of tires from the brands you trust, starting at just $20 down and payments as low as $12 per week. Choose from easy payment options like weekly payments, monthly payments, or 120 days same as cash. Plus, at R&R, free installation and lifetime rotate and balance are always included. And at R&R, no credit is needed because everyone's approved. Only at R&R Tire Express.
No jail time for a paramedic caught on camera tossing a man off a stretcher onto the hospital floor. Kenneth Hallenbach got into an argument with the patient, 49-year-old James Slater. He was fired from his job in March and charged with inflicting injury by culpable negligence. The judge reduced his charge to a misdemeanor in a plea deal, and Slater is not happy.
He should have been charged with the felony he was charged with originally. I'm dying from AIDS and hepatitis C and cancer.
I felt that it was the best interest for him as well, because this would linger on far past his life expectancy.
A judge sentenced Hallenbach to a year's probation.
A Texas woman is learning to accept a new part of her identity. After 70 years, Berta Bird is learning she is white. Bird was adopted as a baby by a black family and never questioned her race. But a recent search for her biological parents revealed a well-kept family secret. She is the daughter of 2 white parents. Now, this story might bring to mind Rachel Dolezal, the former NAACP president in Washington, who claims to be black, but Bird says her case is very different.
She lied about her race. I didn't lie because I didn't know.
Bird has decided to continue to identify herself as a black woman. Well, calls for removing the Confederate flag extend to Confederate monuments.
We're finding that people are split over the history of the statues that dot Monument Avenue. We're live with a new wrinkle on this debate coming up at 6.